My name is Mel, and this year I brought to Brickworld RAGEkitty. This is the largest build that I've created so far, and because of the structural, I guess the balance of the build, I did have to build an internal wooden beam in order to hold it up, but it holds itself up pretty well.
It does look like it defies gravity. And what like inspired you to build this? This is very, very unique. What was was it like a taking a shower or something and you just like boom?
Well, everybody who knows me as a builder knows that I am really into Unikitty as a character, all her different phases. She is my spirit animal, so I definitely, when I built the 4 Unikitties a couple years ago for Brickworld, this was another build that I had to consider doing in the same scale. And the difficult part about it is that the head is just so it's not proportionate to the rest of the body.
Like an understatement.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And even in the Lego video game, she's like the funnest character to play. She shoots fire and she jumps around. And I built a smaller version of her for my desk, but it wasn't. I wasn't able to hold it up on its own, so I had to actually, when I photographed it, I had to lie it flat. And so it's the same with building it at this large scale. Like, you know, there's only so much that Lego can do on its own.
Yeah. This is, I'm just thinking, what a heck of a conversation piece to like just throw this in the corner of a living room or something like that. Do you display this at home or?
Definitely not. I got a puppy last year and he likes to ruin everything I own. So we've kept Lego fully away from him. So I've managed to build this long enough to be able to see whether or not it fits together. I planned it pretty well where I actually didn't know it was going to fit together until I got here. So I kind of just took a risk on that. But with my puppy just running around everywhere, I have no way of displaying something like this. It definitely would break on a daily basis, because even though it is held together pretty strong, you can't really do much to prevent a
little puppy that has its own mind.
Crazy energy animal from doing bad things to all my Lego.
Definitely. Now, looking at this build from like a parts sourcing perspective, I feel like your one saving grace for the scale of it is the fact that it's mainly red and yellow. Yeah. Was that a good thing, just acquiring parts, this number of parts?
Yeah, luckily I have great friends in the Lego community, and I actually borrowed all my red brick. And it's, if you have the friends who are able to do that, it's
friends with Lego.
It's a great way to be able to do a project like this without having to invest too much money into it, because it's not possible for a lot of builders who, especially that are just getting into the Lego community or maybe do this as a hobby. It's very expensive to buy this much of a certain of just one type of color. You can't buy sets to get them. You have to buy the Lego in bulk. And so the light bright yellow I ordered off Lego.com, but the red ones, the red 2x4 brick was lent to me by a friend.
Very nice. Yeah. And so is the distinguishing factor that it's all red? That's all the borrowed. That's like the yours versus mine thing? I guess so.
Like there's a few pieces that are mine, like slopes and tiles. He just provided the 2x4 brick, and it definitely helped because to build something that is this bulky and that's this large, you really do need basic brick as your foundation, right?
Totally. And that's like an out of the box kind of idea almost, is that if you can't build with all your own pieces, that's no limiting factor. Just ask a friend.
Yeah, totally. Awesome. And that's the great thing about coming to an event like Brickworld, is that you meet so many people who have acquired Lego over the years, and my friend, he doesn't want to look at red Lego anymore after using it so much. So of course I'm gonna take advantage of that, right?
Very nice. And then kind of in conclusion here, Mel, if you had to give like a piece of advice to someone looking to build a creation of this scale, what's like the one thing you wish you knew before you started out?
Just
plan, something like that.
I planned a lot. I draw everything out over and over again. I scale it, I measure, I do more math than I've done in my whole life, and it always doesn't come out the way that you imagine it. So I think the only advice I can give to people is be realistic. Sometimes my ideas go beyond of what is actual possible, and so I always set myself with the expectation that it might not go as I've planned.
That's very good. That's very good. I like it. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Mel.
Thank you. Thanks so much.